trial in absentia, he would not get a fair hearing because he'd be liable to be convicted on the basis of evidence.
Which I hope will not be liable to the least objection. Once we eliminate public funding for the...
And then you have been taught that whoever commits murder shall be liable to the court. And of course, there's the death penalty.
Education, they might be liable to choose a second career in astrophysics rather than become
boy and his family that they wouldn't be liable to pay any damages nor get in any trouble legally. In fact, one of the organizers publicly...
And whoever commits murder shall be liable to the court. Now, the Jews had...
be the last to be told who'll be liable to the tax in view of the private briefings that are going on. But perhaps the Right Honourable...
years and shall also be liable to fine. So while this law
you might be liable to damages. So please ensure you consult the RTA for tips on subleasing and always get a
liable to the council, and whoever says you fool will be liable to the fire of hell. So the incel
is going to be liable to linkage of health data and non-health data.
Murder, and whoever murders will be liable to judgment. So the Pharisees heard the commands of Moses, and they felt they were keeping this command as long as they did not actually commit.
They're liable to be killed, they're liable to be scattered. Whether it's an animal or a...
The undefined behavior, or will that be regulated, or who's going to be liable?
You were liable to be charged for it. And surviving a
bottom line, and they're going to be directly liable if for some reason it turns out that there were some...
So liable to be arrogant, graceless, quarrelsome, fraudulent, inconstant, and
is liable to be murdered unless he's willing to submit to a
organization could be liable for failing to prevent a person from bribing on its behalf.
Physician or nurse is going to want to be liable for watching your live streaming EKG, but is an immense amount of power and data
to addressing the feelings of disconnection liable to be felt by the emotionally intelligent. Art. Are liable to be very drawn to interiors that are serene, pure, and poised. Equally, people
at all points tempted like as we are, he's liable to be a little more sympathetic, but you know, he's pretty tough too.
Machine whose overall logic is liable to be absent from the minds of people lower down in the organization. A company
says you're going to be liable if you have failed to take reasonable steps.
That piece of information, you as a human resource department are going to be liable. So you cannot not
below flush, so they're less liable to be worn off in use. And the next is to sew it.
Constitution says
I think if we didn't, it would be my job to say no, we're not liable. So I'm not going to admit